The race, day 3, is continuing. It's moving along quite peacefully and nice. I've now been joined by Dr. Harrison. Dr. Harrison is one of the members that started the Ruta Maya, the La Ruta Maya Belize River Challenge, and she's still here. Dr. Harrison, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Rhonda. Good to be here. A great start to day 3.
How have you been enjoying the race over the years, and how have you been enjoying, if enjoying is the word, the progression?
From 1998 until this year, we've grown a lot. You probably are familiar with some of the rules we've had to, and this year, again, a learning experience and few changes, some protests that will mean a few changes as well to how the race runs next year in terms of rules.
I am unaware of the protests, but what are some of the protests that is requiring some shaking?
Well, there is one of the rules, I want to say number 20, with spray skirt. What it does is that spray skirt keeps out the water. So if your team has a spray skirt and the other doesn't, it means you have an advantage over it. So we have to ensure that no spray skirts. It's in the rules, so we have to make sure that we do a thorough check. So
how has this race, I mean, a lot of times we know that there are safety boats on, well, like there are always safety boats on the river. Have you had any major concerns since the race started?
Yes, it all depends. This year, one of the concerns was the lowness of the river, but we've had a very good safety and rescue team, and this year we have even more boats out on the river.
Did you have anybody requiring any major assistance?
Besides the usual cramps and that would be nothing major. Thank God it's nothing major.
What should people expect when we get into Boom? We're sure that a lot of people are waiting for that big time. What should we expect when we get into Boom?
Again, a great finish. We have the top people. We have niche, the same teams that have been over the last 2 days, and we expect to see a really good sprint out by the bridge, and of course a big party after that.
Thank you very much, Dr. Harrison.
Most welcome, Rhonda.
All right, if you look in the distance, you can see the race. The teams coming, or actually one team coming. I am sure that this is going to be an interesting day. We see them separating themselves. We see the I can't see who it is. There is a possibility it is going to be Nish. Morning, young girl. You come fast here, so watch this race. Not act like you can't talk.
It's my birthday weekend, so I'm entitled to do this.
When is the birthday?
My birthday was on Friday.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
What do you enjoy about this race?
Well, this is my first time here to see the whole entire race from the beginning to the end, and so far I'm enjoying it. Sort of enjoying it. We're all the way down the bank sides.
That's how it's set up. All right, and we see Nitch. Nitch is passing here. Nitch has been able to maintain their lead. These guys are going strong. They're looking good. They're going in. If they keep this up, there is no way that they will not win this year's Ruta Maya. There's something really unusual and major would have to happen to them for them not to be able to win. But this looks very much like who would be the winners for this year's La Ruta Maya Belize River Challenge. Team Nitch making their way down the river, reminding you that today we are ending in Boral Boom. Once we leave here, then the team 1 actually is going to be at Flowers Bank, and then we're going to be following some other stops along the way. These guys have, I would imagine, about a 2-minute or so lead in front of any other canoe. This morning, the last time we saw them, they were about 2 or 3 minutes ahead. They're not really killing out themselves, for lack of a better term, because they don't need to. It just so happened that they're just naturally faster than all the others. Other than that, they're doing well, they're doing good. Reminding you that this portion of our broadcast, or this broadcast, is brought to you to the kind compliments of Caribbean Motors and Wingle 6. When you're looking for a vehicle, let it be a Wingle 6. Why a Wingle 6? Because the Wingle 6 is the only vehicle that has, a few more are coming. The Wingle 6 is the only truck that is giving away $5,000 in free fuel. Besides giving you $5,000 in free fuel, they also have amazing safety features, features that you cannot get from any other vehicle of its kind. I mean, it is not only fashionable, it's not only functional, but it is safe. When you are traveling with Caribbean Motors and Caribbean Tires, you're definitely traveling in class and safe. All right, so that's the Wingle. Timber Cube, West Track Belize, Belmopan Aggregates, Caribbean Sunrise. When you're thinking of water, let it be Bella Vida. And when you're thinking of juices, fruit punch, it definitely has to be Caribbean Sunrise. Look for them in the store, look for them by name. If you've not tried them, we encourage you to try them. We see we call them the ICJ team. I call them the Mixers team. The Mixers team is the team that says, no, be informed. It's sponsored in part by Mixers and the ICJ committee, so that is encouraging people to know their rights, go out, be informed. But not only that, make sure that you vote. All right? And it is the Mixers team, be informed, they're the same team, and alongside them is Burn Box. They're not killing out themselves either. These guys are kind of doing it together. So they are the Be Informed passed here second, and then next to them is Burn Box, almost alongside them, almost at the same time, because they're obviously not in competition in this moment. They have quite a ways more to go out there. And then we have a fourth team passing. I tell you, a fourth team passing right here in Isabella. It's a lovely day out here. We encourage people to, if you can't make it along the river at these areas, we encourage you to catch us in Ballboom, because that's where it is happening. That is the end of today's race. This is the Nescafe team. And I tell you, talking about Nescafe, this morning I started my morning with Milo. Thank you to Luigi and the Nescafe team out there. Nescafe passing here in a comfortable fourth position. They're not hassled, they're not stressed, they're just moving peacefully and pleasantly, I tell you. But what we're going to do, we definitely got to pay some bills. And we need to, before we pay some bills, we need to remind you who are the ones paying these bills. Creative Marketing. Creative Marketing are the ones responsible for getting you the finest quality t-shirts, printed, embroidered, hats, banners, any promotional item. And they have, I have to say, high quality item. Crystal Auto Rental, when you're looking for a really nice car to rent, I tell you, these ants are getting me. A really nice car to rent, let it be Crystal Auto Rental. Alternative Network, they are the ones that, oh, there's quite a race coming on right here. I thought we were going to go, but we definitely can't go now. Alternative Network, they're the ones that are bringing interest to your television. The way they are redefining the way you watch television and the way you are informed digitally. You can see all your local channels and shows. Download their app called Switch. All right, let's see who else we have here. In the distance, I can't see who all are coming, but definitely this is the race. This is a race within the race, reminding you that within this race, there are 7 categories. You know, there's the Masters, there's the Intramural, there's the Mix, there is the Professionals, there's female. You know, there's lots of different categories, and I tell you, this right here is it. The first mixed team is coming here. They're in 5th place overall today. They're first in their category. This mixed team is made up of Mileni and her husband. They are sponsored by West Track. These guys are powerful. Definitely powerful. They're out here doing their utmost. So they passed here in the 5th position. In 6th, we see Kaana. In 7th, we see Shibalba. 8th, we see Armin. So we see Pak. And then behind them, we see Coast Guards. Those are the teams passing right here at Isabella. I tell you, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. This is the race. It will only get more and more interesting, more and more beautiful as the day progresses. Then we see Team Wine Smith. Wine Smith is the next team to see right here. And then there are more teams. So as these teams go, And they are passing there. Let me just remind you again of our sponsors. Oh man, it's getting more and more beautiful. We see Team Valvoline reminding you that Caribbean Motors, Caribbean Tires, sorry, they're the ones that are importers for Valvoline. When you want oil for your vehicle, let it be Valvoline. Vanilla Hills, Guava Lim, Rima Boys. All right? But I'll tell you what we have to do. We definitely have to wrap up this broadcast. We need to thank our sponsors, Caribbean Marketing, Crystal Auto Rental, Alternative Network, Caribbean Sunrise, Bella Vida Water, and reminding you that Caribbean Motors are the importers for the Wingle 6 as well as the Havals. The Havals ride really comfortable. They are amazing SUVs with great, great features. We're going to say, guys, take it away.